Well. Finally, CAF and their acolytes and their surrogates have been defeated by justice. Karma decided to take them out today. And I have to commend Senegal for coming back on the pitch when that crazy penalty was given at the end of the second half. When they came back on the pitch after their goal had been disallowed for the softest of touches and fouls on Hakimi. Crazy disallowed. And then the referee, he scored to the VAR. I think the players for Morocco got to the VAR. Senegal hell no. If you want to hand the trophy over to Morocco, hand it over to them, but we are not going to participate in this game. And I can't lie, you guys, I was on Twitter, X, and I was saying, walk off and teach CAF and the referees union, whatever they are called, a lesson. Because throughout this tournament, I have been complaining about the officiating. And I have believed from the beginning that Morocco were the best team to play at the tournament, but the officiating was letting us down. I've been giving Morocco all the compliments in the world, but I have been complaining about the officiating. And I am so happy that Senegal highlighted it. Because you guys, and a lot of people, including some dumbass Zambians, they were busy trying to say, oh, we're not good. There's no way you expect us to beat Morocco. It's so dumb. I saw it then. And I've been mentioning it from the beginning when every game I've seen Morocco play, that these referees in Morocco, there's something we don't know. And I even said it after the Women's African Nations Cup. I said we are going to have a referees problem in the men's tournament, and we have seen it to the very end. And I hope this is the end of Morocco and their influence on CAF. In fact, CAF should be absolutely ashamed of themselves in the role they have played to get us to a point where now we are going to be the talk of town, and in a very negative way. We do not want this kind of crime. And the African Nations Cup, this is a tournament I have loved since 1992. I have loved this tournament. I've gone through it. The last one, we had the most amazing officiating. Very balanced. This one, you have decided to destroy it because you have decided Morocco should have the trophy. And Morocco should have the trophy on merit. And they have all the ability in the world to get it on merit. So why interfere? Why interfere? We saw all the decisions. You can't get near Morocco enough to get anything. Anyway, whatever happened, let's talk about the game now. Senegal won. Morocco 0, and this goal came in extra time because it was 0-0 after 90 minutes, and then soon, where's my life score? And then soon into the added time, we got a beauty of a goal from Pape Gueye, and it was absolutely sensational to see. But despite that goal going in, Morocco was still on the front foot. Let's talk about the penalty, which was missed by Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz has been one of the best players we've seen at this tournament. And I swear, you guys, I was like, you know what? Morocco need to do the right thing. And that miss probably saved the whole reputation of this tournament completely. The right team won because of the poor refereeing. The right team won. But the miss from Brahim Diaz, which he regretted the minute he missed it, he knew what he was doing. He knew he didn't want to pick up that trophy in a tainted way, because if he had scored that 2 minutes later, the game would have been shut down and they would have got the trophy presentation. But he missed it. Decided, he's like, okay, let's just go to extra time and win it then. But the minute I think he missed that, he knew he had made a big mistake. He knew he had made a big mistake, because now look at how Senegal approached extra time. These guys ran for absolutely the whole of Africa. They were functioning on emotion. they harnessed all the energy from everybody because they realized that we are in a battle for the life of this African Nations Cup tournament. And all the, like CAF, I blame CAF 100% for this mess that we saw tonight. They have been kowtowing, they have been pandering to Morocco. Look at there's a Namibian referee now from the last AFCON, who is absolutely laughing her head off. She tried to referee a game, Morocco-Nigeria, fairly, and she has been blacklisted by CAF and their refereeing minions. And all at the behest of this absolutely tyrannical country called Morocco in terms of football. The Moroccan people actually have been amazing through the tournament. Let me not lie. I've got some on this platform who have been encouraging me, who have been telling me, correcting me, saying, come on, we need this. And you know what, Moshood, I actually feel for you, but you see what I've been saying, my brother. You see what I've been saying, even you, and I know you are going to be fair, even you, when you saw that goal that was disallowed for Senegal, and then the penalty, you would have seen that, you'd have been happy to win it, but you would have probably felt a little bit dirty afterwards. As an Arsenal fan, as a football fan, I have watched games where my own team is playing and I felt dirty at the end of it. And I had to basically pretend nothing happened just to make myself feel like, But yeah, it's not a good way to win the African Nations Cup. You need to do it on merit. That is the only way you're going to enjoy it. I'm telling you, it is not worth winning it with so much assistance. And let me tell you, I've watched Morocco play through this tournament. Zambia game, which I complained about, Morocco should have won that game regardless. The Cameroon game, same thing. It was 50-50. They won, and I said, okay, they should still have won because they're a good, great passing team. Nigeria game, same thing, a bit skeptical, but I said, you know what, better team won because, went to penalties. It was 50-50. Tonight's game, though, it was probably a game too far. It was a game too far, and both teams played fantastically. Senegal first half were on top and they were hammering. Morocco. Morocco were defending. Mazraoui was cheating. And I'm thinking, bloody hell, Mazraoui, calm down. Going down easily in the box, managing the game, and very, basically doing a lot of professional stuff that we are not used to seeing. But at the end of it, we got to that point. But the first half was great. Second half, Morocco came out on fire. They were on the front foot throughout. Senegal needed to survive a lot of those challenges, a lot of those, everything that was happening, Senegal was surviving. And then, of course, from nowhere, we get this goal, go in, header. I think it came off. It was two headers, chipped in. And then the first one that went in, Hakimi was pushed off. Basically Hakimi was trying to get to a player and the player was like, hold off. He goes down. Ball gets to one of the players inside. Is headed into the back of the net. Referee blows for a foul. And we are already like, oh, come on, this is nonsense. Then the softest penalty kick, of course, the hand was around Brahim Diaz's goal, but it was softer than you can ever imagine. He was nowhere near the ball. It was not a challenge worthy of a penalty in a final with a minute to go. How do you justify that as a referee? Let me find out this ref's name so I know what to look for. This guy should be blacklisted from ever refereeing an African Nations Cup. He is a disgrace. Him and that Ghana one. Absolutely shameful. Oh, the referee is my relative from Democratic Republic of Congo, Jay Ngambo. Shocking. And when he started this game, he lulled me into a false sense of security. I was like, this guy is good. The referee is being fair. The referee is being balanced, not knowing that the guy is absolutely a ninja. The guy is a ninja. He was just playing for time. And then when the opportunity came, he messed it up. He really messed it up. It could be the pressure of the occasion got to him and he fumbled it. But honestly, it is basically, for me, just the CAF and Referees Union, African Nations, whatever, who have instructed their referees to make sure Morocco lift this trophy. They need Morocco over the next few years for so many things. And they have got them absolutely where they want them. Every game I watched, you heard me, I was saying, oh gosh, This referee is buying everything Morocco is getting. Regardless, Senegal have won this tournament undeservedly, so they deserve the trophy. I wanted them to win, but I thought Morocco would win because of the ref, but I didn't think it would be this blatant. And that miss from Brahim Diaz, I swear, I know I shouldn't say it's deliberate, but I've got a feeling he thought about it. He thought about it and was thinking about, oh, is it fair for me to score this penalty after these guys have walked off? And then if I score it, it will just look like we are dirty. And he overthought that. And that Penenka chip thing costed him. You don't do that against Edouard Mendy. You do. Let's be honest. Let's see these guys now. So let's have a look at, I'll start with the Morocco team. Bono, what an incredible performance from him. Some of the saves that he put up were absolutely crazy, insane. He was magnificent tonight. And only that one goal he let in cost their side. Mazraoui, I thought, was in demonic form. The guy was running, he was challenging, and he was absolutely sensational. Massina came off crying after an injury. Pretty good. Aguad kept everything intact. Hakimi was also great. Managed to get a goal ruled out for whatever, but he was good. Very, very threatening on the attack. El Anoui as well was pretty good. In fact, all of them were very good. Brahim Diaz will be kicking himself. He really lost this team everything. El Kabi missed a sitter, more than, I think, 2 sitters. El Kabi should have put these guys in front in the second half with some great opportunities. Azel Zoli was their man of the match, in my opinion. He did not stop running, and he had a head injury because he clashed with, I don't know if it was Mendy in the first half, and he ended up with a bandage, or is it second half? But he didn't stop running. He cooked this Mendy guy, the replacement for Diate. He cooked him. He was lethal on that left wing. Absolutely sensational. Saibari, I don't remember seeing him much. I can't lie. Let's see. Edouard Mendy saves that crazy, dodgy penalty. So we'll give him, some kudos. Mendy ended up being substituted. Sa, Niakate, Malik Diouf. Did you see some of the skills in the first half? The dribbling that was involved. I was like, my goodness, what is going on? Kamara came off. Idrissa Gana Gueye and Pape Gueye, who are not related, by the way. These two marshaled that midfield like nobody's business. No one was doing anything today in that midfield with these two. Nobody. It was crazy. Pape Gueye with the beauty of a goal. He is my man of the match, 100%. Iliman Ndiaye as well should have scored in the first, or is it the second half? Anyway, he should have scored because he was 1-to-1 with the keeper a couple of times, and the keeper just put his foot to it. The keeper, I'm telling you, Bono was absolutely sensational. Nicholas Jackson held up the line sensationally. A few opportunities where he managed to get himself to the front, just wasn't in the position to convert. Sadio Mane, what can I say? So you guys, when all of us lost our heads, I was ready to burn off this tournament. I was ready to say there's no need for the African Nations Cup because it's so corrupt, there's no point. He is the only person who kept his head in this whole thing. He stayed on the pitch. He didn't walk off with everyone else. So when you guys are having a meeting and you need wisdom, do not call me, because I was ready. I was fuming. I mean, I'll calm down at the end. I said, okay, guys, come on the pitch. Let's finish this and give Morocco their trophy. You know what I mean? But Sadio Mane, his leadership, I've talked about his leadership before. These are the kind of people you need in a world where we just react for absolutely no reason. If you're going to be showing children, especially these people, I've seen some Arsenal players who have gone to watch a NBA match tonight instead of watching the African Nations Cup final. They should be watching these games to see and learn leadership, because that's what we are missing. We've got no leaders. There's a mentality you need. Don't call Daliso, because if you call Daliso, we would have gone home. We would be on the bus right back now without having finished the game. Because I was ready to walk off. I was like, finish this tournament. Sadio Mane said, guys, let's go back and let's basically finish this tournament the way it should be finished and show some dignity. Whatever's happened has happened. Let's just do it. Came back on and the gods rewarded him. How many times did I talk about the failure of Nigeria? I said, you know what? There's something in the soil of Africa for you to win that African Nations Cup. The gods, the roots in that continent need to be happy with you. They need to be happy with you. There's something spiritual when you go to the African Nations Cup. And you need to be doing things the correct way to walk off with that title. You need to be doing things. The spirits need to be happy with you for you to walk off with that title. And the only reason Morocco haven't walked off with that title, despite being the best team in the world, is because of the engineering that has taken place from the first game they have played in this tournament. They should have won this game easily. They at some points in the second half, they outpassed and outplayed Senegal. And the God said, not today. You don't deserve it. Not because you can't play football, but because the spirits want authenticity. We need to keep this football away from you and your lot, because they would have destroyed African football tonight if Morocco had won that game. Morocco, best team at the tournament this year, but let down by their desperation to take that trophy by will, by might, by cheating, by everything. It's not the players who are cheating. The players also in certain games used to be shocked, like, what is this? It's the people who, they are powerful friends who have been signing backroom deals, obviously. The players are faultless. Let me tell you one thing. They are faultless. Look at Brahim Diaz. He couldn't even convert a straight, easy penalty because of guilt. He felt so guilty that he was in that position to win his country a trophy they don't deserve because they were being handed it to them on a platter. Tomorrow when they wake up, they actually will be proud that they didn't win that trophy because the players, have got morals and they probably love their continent somehow. They don't want a tainted trophy. Who does? Who does want to get to a trophy where not you, but the referees are cheating for you? Nobody. You need to fight. Your spirit needs to know that, you know what, I have worked hard and I've earned this. You can cheat at your clubs. Don't cheat at please, by the way, Morocco, go and cheat at the World Cup. There are no spirits involved. Just that yellow man, orange guy. Go and cheat there. I will be supporting Morocco at the World Cup from the first game. That is the team I am supporting at the World Cup first. Because I am proud that they are African nation and they are going to go there. But at the end of the day, today's result, Senegal deserve that result 100%. Guys, thank you so, so much for bearing with me. I am fuming today and I am ranting and raving. I will be seeing you very soon, but I'm so happy with how this has gone. Thank you so much, and I'll be talking to you very soon. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and the usual stuff. But yeah, let me have a drink and let me recover and watch the trophy. What do you call it? The trophy presentation. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.